Now we're still waiting for Connor Brown to get his deal done.
And he doesn't seem that concerned about it.
No, he doesn't. I thought he was pretty clear about that. He's almost talking like a guy who knows something that he can't say anything about. But if you're, and you made a point in your column about how we haven't seen a lot of RFAs get offers, and for a variety of reasons, teams seem disinclined to do that. But this might be a case where somebody might, just because the penalty for doing so wouldn't be that draconian, and the upside. I mean, you could be getting a guy as a 30 goal scorer. There's a tremendous upside here. Are you surprised more teams haven't at least sort of gone after him, or at least tried to get something done, at least initiate discussions?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there's been conversation. I always think there's conversation. Like over the years, Jeff, I've been told that there's been a lot more conversation about offer sheets than we're aware of. Mm-hmm. It's just actually doing it that is the issue. It's funny. I've had a couple of guys say to me that, the best players don't hit free agency anymore. If you look at the four of the biggest contracts that were handed out this summer weren't for guys who are going to be free agents this year. There's guys who are going to be free agents next year. That was Carey Price, Mark-Edward Vlasic, Cam Fowler, and Martin Jones. And teams are already looking at it, and if Tavares signs, then it really thins out. Mm-hmm. And I think teams are looking at it and saying, you don't get the best players in free agency anymore, and if you have to improve really quickly, they think we're getting to a day where we're going to see more of them. Now, I know a lot of people look at it and say, I'll believe it when I see it. But I look at a guy like Connor Brown. You're right. It doesn't cost you four first-rounders to do it. He's a guy who has gained a lot of respect in the league because of how hard he worked to get here. There were a lot of people who never believed he would be a 20-goal scorer in the NHL, and now he is. And he works hard. He's a talented guy. And the Leafs are in a real tight cap crunch. Mm-hmm. And that is the way I think you're going to start to see this used, if it does get used, is to really sit there and say, how can we make life uncomfortable on another team that's our rival? And the Leafs are going to have some cap issues in a few years. I'm not surprised that it hasn't happened, because it never seems to. But I'm looking at guys like Connor Brown, and I think that we're getting closer to the day where we're going to see these offer sheets weaponized a little bit, because Toronto's going to be tight.